Hey, folks, Mr. Lee here. All right, this is numbers 27 through 31, review of logarithms. So we're just trying to evaluate these five different problems. So let's start with the first one, log base 7 of 343. Okay, so if it helps you, you can set this equal to like a variable, or like, oh, it's equal to this question mark. All right, because what this allows you to do is it lets you kind of convert from log form to exponential form. So if you do the around the world method, start the base of the log, 7 to the power of something equals 343. That's essentially what we're being asked with these logarithms, right? 7 to what power equals 343? That's our answer, right? So if it helps you, you can rewrite it. 7 to the power of something equals 343. And then we just have to test it, right? So 7 squared is 49. 7 to the power of 3 is 343. So our answer should just be 3, right? All of this will simplify to a 3. And we can prove it with our graphing calculator, right? It actually helps us evaluate it. So if you're using Desmos, the scientific calculator doesn't evaluate it for some reason. You have to go to the graphing calculator to actually test it, okay? You should be able to do it without a calculator. We're just using the graphing calculator to check our answers, okay? But the answer is 3 based off our work here. All right, that's number 27. Number 28 is log base of negative 2 to log base of negative 2 of 4. So this automatically, I'm going to go straight to the answer. You can't have the base of a negative. You can't have a negative number in the base. So that's already an undefined number. Okay, so whenever you have a negative number in your log base, automatically undefined. 29 is log base of 16 of 2. So same thing, if you want, you can set it equal to some variable, right? So it's basically asking 16 to what power equals 2, right? We can change this to similar bases. 16 is the same thing as 2 to the power of 4. 2 is the same thing as 2 to the power of 1. So this can be rewritten as 2 to the power of 4 times that question mark, or 4x, equals 2 to the power of 1. 4 times the question mark equals 1. So that question mark should be 1/4, right? If it helps you, you can treat it as x. That might help some of you guys, like, oh, 4x equals 1. Divide both sides by 4, right? So this is all to say that the the final answer of log base 16 of 2 is going to be equal to 1/4, right? Let's double check our answer. There we go. So all of that just equals 1/4. Okay, on to number 30. Number 30, log base 4 of 32 plus a log base 4 of 2. Okay, so we should be able to combine this to a single log. We're adding logs of the same base, which means you take the log of the same base and you multiply the insides. So it's log base 4 of 32 times 2, which simplifies the log base 4 of 64. And then same thing, 4 to what power equals 64? That should be equal to 3, I believe, right? 4 to the power of 3 is 64, yep. 4 times 4 times 4 is 64. So this whole thing, log base 4 of 64, which is also all this business, should turn into an answer of 3. So final answer 3. And last one, number 31. We have log base 3 of 486 minus log base 3 of 2. Okay, so it's another log property. When we're subtracting logs of the same base, you'll have a single log now of that same base, but then we're going to go 486 divided by 2 on the inside. Okay, so we can simplify that. 486 divided by 2 is what? 243. So log base 3 of 243. Same thing, 3 to what power equals 243? We can test it. 3 to the power of 4 is 81. 3 to the power of 5 is your 243. So the answer is 5. And let's just kind of copy and paste this all over, right? It proves that the final answer is 5. So there you go, simplifying logarithms.